Another 90 minutes done and dusted, two different games really. First 45 minutes out with all the senior players and then a change of plan in the second half. But your overall view?
An extremely good, particularly 45 minutes at the start. So I'd thank Mark for bringing that team down. I know he's got a lot on in terms of minutes. I was unsure he was going to bring that amount of first team players, but a real good test. That they looked a really good team, didn't they? Full of energy, strong, really competitive. I thought it was a really good game of football. Probably both teams could have scored another one in that half, but a really good workout for us. Some really good things without the football, as you would expect in terms of our shape. Definitely more compact, harder to get through. Just one occasion they found the opposite side of the pitch going through us with some pass. And then you set them up for second half to try and be a little bit more aggressive against how they're playing, and they changed 10 players, which then just becomes a little bit of a different game because of the message that you told them. They got to adapt during the game, but I thought they applied themselves brilliantly in the second half, and the players that come on. It was a really good workout.
Just going back to the way you're setting up with your system and the way you want your team to play, it looks like a 4-3-3 formation. That's something you prefer, or is there flexibility in there?
No, there's definitely flexibility in that. There's flexibility to get into different shapes from that. That back four, I've said before, we will go to a back three at some point during the season if we feel we need to. But no, we changed to a back four back end of last season. It's something we go to. We've got Marshall up front now, who's got some energy, but we've got to still build to get the ball to him. He's not really a target man. He likes to get in behind the opposition. So from that formation, we're expecting to play some football to get up the pitch.
And what about your players when they come off having played the Stoke side, full of championship players who cost mega money as well? How did they feel about it? Did they take encouragement from what they've done?
I think they're disappointed that they've lost the game of football in there. The footballers, and that's what it is. We've said there's lots of things for us to work on still, but lots of positives also to go over with them, to just keep reiterating the messages that we're trying to do. But I thought they were good, the players. One or two loose passes throughout the game. Hopefully get that out of the way before next week comes in. But no, they should take great confidence because they played against some good players. The lad who plays up front for them, his movement's as good as you're going to get in the Championship. So they played against some good players. Avoidable goals, particularly the second one. Again, we'll look at it. A couple of incidences on the pitch where our players could get sent off, which we're not having, which we'll talk to the players about. It's about learning, making sure we get it out of the way now and we don't take that into the league game.
As you quite rightly pointed out, there's always things to learn, and that's the important part about it. Is you've got probably nearly 2 weeks before you kick off. Learn and put it into operation when you kick off against Salford.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a game Saturday, haven't we, against Southport. We'll have to look at that in terms of what that's going to look like. But we've got such a young team, young squad. You can see that coming from off the bench. There's only really Jack Powell on there with some experience. Who's really pushing to get into the team. He's been flying in pre-season, I must say. But it is about them learning all the time because we're young. The players that we're going to bring in are going to be young. So it is about them learning, and if they want to keep on learning, be coachable and have the enthusiasm that we want to bring and the energy that we want to bring to the games, they'll be fine. As soon as they stop wanting to learn and show that enthusiasm, it'll become a struggle.
Yeah, you're counting down obviously now to that big day. It can't come quick enough, but you've been encouraged with how it's all gone for you?
I don't really take much notice of pre-season, if I'm honest. I wanted to get through it without getting injured, and when one of your best players then suffers an injury like he has, that's always a knock. But don't take anything from pre-season, really. I remember we played Stoke last year, similar sort of game, did well, everyone was happy. We played Burton, Blackpool the game afterwards, and we were going to get relegated. So you don't take anything from pre-season. It's about building up the fitness, building up how we want the players to play and what we want them to look like, and I think they're doing that. I said we've got some good time now to work on the players, hopefully get a couple in, 2-3 players in before the season starts, so we can then build on what we think is a good basis.
Are you pretty confident that they're going to drop?
I've been confident for a while, Graham. No, look, I think we'll do 2 tomorrow, which is the indication what I'm getting. I can only be honest. People having a go at me, fans, before I got here, walking in about signing players, and it says we want to sign players. we're dealing the cards that we've got, and we're trying to make the best of it. So I'm hopeful for 2 tomorrow.
Just one final point. Great crowd, great atmosphere.
Brilliant. Really good. Like I said, I thank Mark for bringing down the players, the Stoke fans as well for coming. Our fans are excellent. I hope they can see what we're trying to do and what we're going to look like. And look, it isn't going to be perfect at times. We're going to lose some football matches trying to play the way we're playing, but we're going to stick at it and keep on trying to progress the way we are.